there. All right, and that feels good. So we already see that the digital platforms is very important in this regard. But let's look at the role. What role mobile apps, websites, social media play in driving OGP commitments?
Yeah, okay. Just like you said,
Yeah.
I'm almost saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I was already on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me put it this way.
All right.
The 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 whole accountability framework in data fights.
Yeah.
We use the ABCD to describe it. So there are digital platforms, apps that provide information and mutual exchange and feedback
Yeah.
along all those lines.
Okay.
From the audits
Okay.
to that's the A, to the budgets,
Oh.
that's the B, to the contracting, and then to the disbursement, the D, when contract has been made and there's disbursement.
Yeah.
Now, at the federal level, for instance, there are the BPP has its Bureau of Public Procurement.
Yeah.
That's at the procurement level. So I don't want I want to be narrowing it down. So,
Okay.
So when I say BPP now, I'm talking at the contracting aspect. I move from the budget. So there are digital platforms for the budgets leg. There are digital platforms for the procurement,
Right.
Which is contracting, and sorry, at the disbursement level, at the audit level, and all of that. Now, let me give you an example of, and at the federal and at the state level also. I'll give you an example of, let me say, something that's fiscal. That's the fiscal transparency, accountability, and participatory is something at the fiscal. But let me give you a general one that we are conducting a research on currently.
Okay.
And that's the CDT.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
Okay, CDT.
That's
right.
a good one. So that's the Citizen Delivery Tracker of the federal government. It's an app by the CRCDUs. That's the CR response. I'm always forgetting the meaning. It's CRCD, the Central Result Unit. It's in the presidency.
Okay.
Where all the programs of the government, they are in these eight point agenda.
Right.
So there are ministries for each agenda. This agenda on poverty alleviation, there are ministries that come together to achieve this. If you're talking about technology, there are ministries that come together to achieve this. Now, all that they do is on that Citizen Delivery Tracker. It's an app.
Right.
Now, you can always follow it. All that they do is on that app. So you can also give feedback. So you see what they are doing.
Right.
You see all the projects, ministry by ministry, as it relates to, for instance, poverty alleviation and citizen welfare. You can see when it comes to agriculture, technology, and all of that. So that's just an example of how these things are done. We are currently doing partnering with the OGP in Nigeria, and the FCDO to really see how far people are using it. So what I did now is one of the sample. She's the one working on the project.
Oh,
right? So by asking you now, we say what is CDT? So those are the questions.
Yeah, okay.
Because even when you don't know that it exists, how will you be able to give feedback on things on this beautiful, lovely project?
Awesome.
So I think these are forms of digital platform that government at the federal and at the states are also deploying.
Right. Well, I'm forced to ask you this right now because it's a lot. What are some examples of digital innovations already being used in Nigeria to strengthen the OGP implementation?
Yeah. Okay. Let me just name a few that comes to mind immediately. At the beneficial ownership level, you have the CAC, the Company and Allied. What's CAC there? Yeah, the CAC registers
Okay, Corporate Affairs.
Corporate Affairs Commission.
all right,
Sorry.
all right. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
on.
So has
Yeah.
a beneficial ownership platform.
Yeah.
That links companies to the owners. So when you are able to know
Okay, the people who are, I get that. Those who were more like the shareholders, running, the people who really
the
running.
directors
Right.
of that company. So before we will know that this is a company, you're able to track all companies, whether they are registered in Nigeria or not, or what
Okay.
they are registered for.
Okay.
You're able to see that on CAC. Now, but you don't know the owner of the company.
Yeah, okay.
You don't know who's responsible. So if I'm Oluseyi Olufemi.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are
Daniel. Yes.
What's the name?
Udwak. Yeah.
So you pick Daniel Udwak. Now, if I'm a minister, or I'm a commissioner, or I'm a governor, and I award a contract to a company.
Yes.
Nobody knows the owner of that.
Okay, so let's just say Energy Fields.
Energy Fields,
that's the name of the company, but they don't know it's me.
They don't know it's you.
Yeah.
So, and if I award all those contracts to you, and those contracts, people say they are inflated, that they are not like the regular ones. All the past 3 contracts doing the same thing. We didn't pay as much as this, and probably these things are not even affected very well. Now we want to know who is that person. Now we see that it's Daniel Udwak.
Yeah.
And by the time we look at Daniel Udwak, we discover that Daniel Udwak is married to the sister of Oluseyi.
Oh, I see now.
Olufemi.
Yes.
You see, that's being able to track that is brings about that strengthens transparency.
Oh, okay.
And then accountability.
Exactly.
So bringing that together, DataFight has a platform called Anfani.
Okay.
So it was so interesting. Anfani, that is benefits.
Yeah, I heard Yoruba, right.
Yoruba,
okay, I get
and
that.
I think the Hausa people too.
They do, yeah.
I think Anfani too.
Okay.
So what it does exactly, and we've been able to use it to do this, to be able to track this. For instance, several times in Ekiti State or your state, Anfani now does what? It does that beneficial ownership. It links it with contract data, not just with contract data. Now, on CAC you will not see contracts there. You just see company, secretary, director, all the directors, you see them there, but you don't see contracts. But we link it with the government contract, so you can now track this contract went to this and this and this. So, for instance, we're able to see. We're just working on our data and all of that, and we discovered that a company, a contract was given to about 7 companies, and those 7 companies in Oyo State, those 7 companies were owned by one person.
Wow.
You don't give multiple contracts.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to give to this, to
And
this.
so different people. Yeah.
All the companies are in one building, and they are all connected to one person, and we could trace those people back to the governor. That governor is either a board of trustee in this organization or a friend, or if we were able to. We didn't say anything was going. There is no problem if you declare a conflict of interest. It doesn't mean I can't give you. But when we see things that are not consistent, we're able to. It gives nuance to the kind of things that are, and people know that it's not just we. Everybody is seeing it. So even if you are my brother or brother-in-law, when we know that people know these things, you have to do your job. It may not mean I'm not able to award a contract to you, but you must do due diligence. It must show there are companies that are doing maybe a bakery or something like that, funny things, and you see them given awarded contracts to build construction. Very funny things we have seen in these through these our Anfani portal, where contracts are given to companies that don't have any business in that. In that kind of contract.
Right.
Yeah. So this is what having those kind of digital platforms, that's what it makes citizens able to, and CSOs who are concerned with fiscal transparency, accountability issues, are able to do their work better.
Right. So what challenges hinder the effective use of technology in OGP implementation, and how can they be overcome?
Yeah, I would say there are people who would say the challenges of technology. Yeah, there are issues of do we even have maybe at there's some villages where you don't even have network and all of that. So if there's a police post in that place, how can they signal and show that this thing is really happening there and people can follow up and all of that. But I think the political will is the thing.
Okay.
There was a time, like I said, the Amfani, we started it with states open data platform. Okay. Datafy was even able to build that platform for some states to bring about that transparency. So states were bringing in all their contract data, procurement data on it. But you discover, and they were given some funds to effect that, to incentivize them. But now, they are not populating that thing again. They are not populating those platforms again. It's one thing to have a platform. It's another thing for you to really put those things there. So I think the greatest challenge is political will and the fact that these people are not aware of all these channels to be able to demand that these things have to be done. And then the laws, we need stronger, maybe not stronger laws, but to test the laws, to use those laws to demand that these things are put out there. Okay. Let me give you an example, because this is all about our own work. Okay. It's not just about those platforms, it's that they are working and people are interacting with them. One happened between my CEO with there's this thing that was published, I think, last week about government distribution of welfare. Okay, welfares and welfare all the packages and to some, so
like grants and all of that.
To some families.
These are families that are the word now. But I know what you're trying to say. Yeah.
All over Nigeria. To their accounts that those amount was. I think that was this. So.
The poorest of the poor, the vulnerable of the society, and all. Yes.
So immediately we went to the NAS, I think it's NASCO, NASSCO. Yes. Website, and we saw where we could ask for that record. Just we are always objective. People said no, it's not true. It's true. Okay, let's ask for the record. It's there. Right. You see, those platforms are really there, and by the time we got it. At the first time it was showing, the later it just said 504, is it 404 or 505?
That was it.
It's no longer available anymore. There is a technology, but I think the most important challenge is are we really ready to be transparent? But if we weren't going to check, we will not even know that these things are even there before we start speculating. Some people are already suing them, and these things are there. So I wish we had known that something was going to happen. We would have shown before and after what happened just within 1 hour or so. You get it. So political will and the citizens' awareness and demand that for transparency and accountability and their own participation in these things matter.
Yeah. Right. Well. Can we ever improve the digital literacy and access to internet connectivity as to foster or allow for us as citizenry benefit from the OGP related platforms?
Fantastic.
Right.
It's something that has to be done. And something we identified is partnering the OGP, global and Nigeria to achieve that. One of this thing called the Open Government Challenge, where you bring up ministries. We're having one with NIDA and CAC to ensure that they are in their ministry, in that MDA. There are select MDAs. The government is it's just about MDAs and government parastatals and all of that. That they become functional and achieve the global OGP criteria. Right. Now, what I see is that saying there's something that came to mind before. I think I was losing my thought on that. It just came. Is that Your question again.
Well, basically, how can we indeed engage digital literacy and access to internet connectivity?
Yeah, very good. Yeah,
how can it be
that's
improved?
I get it now. So there's something I was going to talk about there. Now, what we believe is that when we digitize governance, when we digitize governance, there are two things I'm going to say.
Okay.
I think we are almost rounding up now.
Yes.
There are two things to digitize government, not just at the federal level, but to the police post in that place.
That community
That
or
community,
that place, okay.
that place. Now, if you know that police post, like when I was coming here, when we were coming here,
Yeah, there's one
it's not
one,
okay.
a
There's
post.
one
Yeah, at
something
the
like
front.
that.
Yeah.
So, okay, do they have something where they can report crime immediately?
I doubt.
That they can send a signal from here and it will get to the FCT, that anywhere in Nigeria they can see that something is already going on here. By the time I was coming here, we're saying where is Eagle
Direction and all of that.
we
Okay,
said,
I get
where
that.
can you find a post?
A
Where can you find a mast?
A mast.
So we saw a mast, so it must be
Oh, it
here.
has to be
you
here.
see,
Okay,
you get
okay.
it now.
Yeah.
Now, in every police post, I don't mean police station now, police post, is there that kind of communication gadgets. So the moment you have police posts, health center, PHC centers, call it health, all those primary school. Okay, if you know that there is no internet in this, but where is the primary school? I know I'll get a Wi-Fi there. Where is the secondary school in this place? Where is the primary health center in this place? When you do that, when you make governance itself to be run, to be digital, those people they don't report in paper anymore. They report digitally. If that is the major means, then it will bring internet. You'll be forced to put internet in those communities. That's one. So make governance digital.
Okay.
At every level, and I mean every level. Two is to now make these digital platforms to speak to themselves. We call it exchange. Let those data platforms be speaking to themselves. Now, if somebody is arrested here, we are what's this area?
Kaura.
Kaura, yeah.
Yes.
Someone is arrested here in Kaura.
Yeah.
And he was taken to a police station somewhere. We have to do
Maybe let's just say Kabusa.
Kabusa,
Something
thank you.
far, yeah.
If we are looking for that person, if I'm in Guarimpa,
Yes.
and I go to Guarimpa police station, that this person said he was going somewhere and we can't find. The first thing is to know whether that person is any police station. To know when they type the name of the person,
It should pop up.
it should pop up. Oh, this person is with the police. There are many missing persons that they finally find that they've been in police station for about 3 months, and they are missing.
Some
you
even
think-
years.
Yes,
Some
and
years.
and you don't even know. Do you get it now? So the police, the prison. So for instance, the way we are looking at it is that for all these 8 points, 8 agenda, and there are some ministries that work together. Ministry of Agric, Ministry of Wealth. I mean, there's this. Everything is coming up my head now. So there are some ministries that work together. Their data should be talking to each other.
Okay.
In defense, the NIA, DSS, police, prisons, civil defense, all of them should be talking. So if civil defense has arrested someone, or they are in their study, the police should know. The prisons should know. These things should speak to one another, so that when I go to do my passport, I don't need to be doing biometric. NRA, what is these people that give us our driver's license?
Okay.
They've taken my biometrics, isn't it?
Not one, yeah.
Banks, BVN.
That's
all
right.
of that.
The same
I shouldn't
thing
be doing
with
it.
biometrics.
I shouldn't be by responsibility. By now, I should just be having just one means of identity. So why we are still having that is because even while we have those digital platforms, they are not connecting with themselves. So those 2 layers is make governance at every level, to the ward level, to the community level. Governance should be digital, and those digital platforms from different ministries, different departments, different agencies should be speaking to one another.
Right. They should be speaking to one another. Not looking ahead now, are there any digital solutions or innovations you think can further enrich OGP implementation in Nigeria?
Oh, great. I think I went ahead of myself.
Well, it's okay, but you mentioned it. You mentioned it, though.
Yeah.
Time will not allow us anymore, but I just want to say a big thank you to you for being a part of the discourse this morning, right? And you are Oluseyi Olufemi, country director of Data Fight, right? Thank you for adding your voice in the discourse this morning.
Thank you very much.
Right. And this is where we call it a close. I mean, engaging with the government, technology does play a very vital role, but then awareness is very important, and that's what Data Fight is doing right here in partnership with the OGP, as well as having the European Union Social Economic Research and Development Center, SERDAC, as their background, saying that, hey,